Is it happening? Is it time for a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency relief rally? Well, in today's video, I want to share with you some different data, some different charts, some different things that I am looking at to determine if we are on the precipice of a relief rally for the cryptocurrency markets and what our targets for that relief rally could be. My name's Lark. I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. If you like that, tap on the thumbs up button to let me know that. Would be much appreciated. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. It's a cryptocurrency investor report twice weekly to your inbox. NFTs, altcoins, DeFi, tips, tricks, and much, much more. Sign up down below using the link in the description for free. Now, let's get into this topic. And of course, if we're talking about a rally for the cryptocurrency markets, we have to look over and see, well, what are the stocks doing, man? S&P 500 finished the week up 7.34% approximately last week. Very cool, very cool. Bouncing off a key area of price support right down here. Now, we did technically touch into bear market territory for the S&P 500 for like an hour or two the previous week. We have since rallied much higher, fending off a bear market for the S&P 500 for now. The NASDAQ does remain in bear market territory, but this is a positive thing. This could be the relief rally that we're looking for the equity market. And if the equity markets are having a relief rally, it would then be reasonable to think, well, maybe we are going to see a relief rally coming in for the cryptocurrency market as well. Because remember, we are very highly correlated to what happens in the equity markets. I also want to share this chart with you here. This is from a famous trader, Peter Brandt. He says, bears, now pay attention. Commentary on U.S. stock market, apparent fundamentals would argue for a 2007, 2008 kind of situation, right? Massive destruction in the markets, essentially. That we are here and we're about to go down here, essentially. We're getting ready for another gigantic crash in the market. However, Peter comes in with a bit of a different idea. This is your hopium for the day. He says 3 days with average New York Stock Exchange up volume at 86% argue more instead for a 2010, 2011 kind of scenario for the S&P 500. You can see here, of course, that would mean we had a nice big correction around that time, followed by a new rally in the market. Obviously, macro situation right now, weighing very heavily on the market. All the stuff we talk about all the time. But I do like that little bit of hopium because if we get a good rally for the stock markets, fingers crossed, we'd get a good rally for the crypto markets as well. The dollar also taken a bit of a hit. This is the dollar index, the DXY now. It has come down around 3.3% from its recent highs up here. Now this is important because if you go back and look at Bitcoin versus the DXY, basically anytime the DXY is falling, Bitcoin starts rallying. And when the DXY is rallying, Bitcoin is falling. Well, right now the DXY is falling, which would lead us to think potentially we're looking at a new rally starting for Bitcoin. Again, fingers crossed that is indeed what plays out here. We could see that bounce, obviously. A lot of it's depending on the Fed, the coming inflation data we're going to get in like 2 weeks' time, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of stuff out there in the macro scene that can really affect everything we're talking about. Can crash equities, can send the dollar blasting higher, can crash cryptocurrencies. So we have to keep a very keen eye on all that stuff, the inflation data, the Fed rates, all this stuff. And of course, we will continue to do that. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. That's the macro scene. Let's talk about Bitcoin, man. 9 weeks of red candles. Come on, Bitcoin. This is, of course, a new record. Previous record was 6 weeks back in 2014. This is now officially well into being the longest continuous bearish trend, bearish period that Bitcoin has been in. 9 weeks of red candles. That's savagely brutal, man. Savagely brutal. Wowzers. We are living in interesting times. But as I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, the more red candles we get, the more likely it is we see a relief rally coming in soon. Can only be down only for so long before we get a little bit of up. Maybe not up only season, but definitely a little bit of up to counter all this down craziness, man. Now let's have a quick look here at the Bitcoin chart. So this is where we're at right now. We're at a very, very interesting place here in the charts. You see, this price action for Bitcoin has been something really crazy. For the last 2 weeks, we have basically been ranging sideways. So the price of Bitcoin's just been basically bouncing back and forth between $28,000 and around $31,000 in this very, very tight range. But during all that time, we have started to form up some interesting patterns. We do have this downtrend right here. And now the price currently is breaking through that. Obviously, we like to see the daily candle close above this orange line right here, preferably for a little bit of volume to pick up here. I think a lot of the market is still definitely scared to enter into positions. People are very hesitant to jump back on the crypto train right now with so many macro headwinds. However, if we can start building up here, if we do break out here, well, that actually gets us ready to target all the way up to around $38,000, which would be a test of the major downtrend line here. This is what we've been fighting with for months and months on end now. Now we can see if we just throw the 200-day moving average up there, that is where Bitcoin previously, back in March, we had an attempted rally, an attempted breakout here. It was just a short-term relief rally, got smashed down at the 200-day moving average, establishing a new point here for our downtrend. That gives us $38,000 as a potential major area of price resistance for Bitcoin. Of course, you can see how many times that area has acted as price support. Right here, all these areas of Bitcoin acting as price support around the 38K zone. That means just a lot of price history in that region, which is exactly where we run into the downtrend, where we run into the 200-day simple moving average by the time we get there, right? So all of that stuff comes together to mean that's a potential sticky area for the price to try and push over. That's why we're looking at a potential relief rally. We're going to see the price get up here. Everyone gets super excited. Everyone gets super bullish again. New paradigm money. We're back on. Only to have your hopes and dreams crushed again, much like happened here back in March. Price came down after getting harshly rejected at the 200-day simple moving average. Remember, as long as we stay under this line, bears are in control of the market, and judging by the current price action, bears are seriously in control of the market. But that does not mean that we cannot have a nice relief rally within this otherwise bearish period for the markets. Just remember that until we break above this orange line, until we break above this blue line, it's only a relief rally, and that there's potentially more painful price action to come after that. We have not confirmed strength in the market until we close over these two lines. This little breakout down here, this little wee breakout, this is potentially getting us ready for that relief rally. The dollar's falling, the S&P 500's rallying, Bitcoin's lagging behind. But if Bitcoin rallies up here, that I think is a big move for crypto. So that's a 25% rally for Bitcoin. Remember JP Morgan last week? You got to really be questioning everything those guys say, but they are saying they're looking at $38,000 as the fair value price for Bitcoin right now, which of course lines up with where our relief rally target would be at. And if Bitcoin goes up 25% over the next few weeks, a lot of the altcoins are going to go up much, much more times than that. We're going to see a lot of altcoins rallying potentially a few 100%. Top 50 coins rallying 100% during that time. Still down 50, 60, 70, 80% from their all-time highs, but rallying nevertheless. The market gets a bit of relief. You'll see a lot of profit taking come in here around this $38,000 level. Why? Because everybody's watching that. Everybody's watching that level. So you will see profit taking here, which makes getting over that level difficult. Unless we see some change from the Fed or some really bullish macro data coming out, or 10 new countries announce they're adopting Bitcoin, we get a Bitcoin spot ETF, some exciting catalyst that's going to push us past that. So we'll definitely be keeping a very close eye on all of that stuff as we move forward. I want to share this with you too. This is the stablecoin exchange balance. Hit a new all-time high the other day, essentially meaning there is about $35 billion of dry powder sitting on the sidelines, waiting to get involved in the markets, but hesitant to do so with all of the macro crazy going on, et cetera, et cetera. But when that money, that $35 billion, starts to see strength building into the market, then we will see a situation where that money starts flooding back in because it's already sitting on exchanges. All it takes is people to log in, clickety, clickety, click, and bada bing, bada boom, the markets start pumping. Final thought for today. There's the consensus view right now that everything is going to get way, way worse for the prices for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for the wider crypto market, for the stock markets, the housing market. Everything's gonna be bad, 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 bad. But isn't the crowd usually wrong? So if everybody's thinking things are gonna be really, really bad, maybe things won't be as bad as we think they're gonna be. Or if everybody's thinking everything's gonna be really, really bad, maybe this is exactly when, sentiment-wise, we're prepared for that relief rally situation to come in. Anyway, we shall see what the market delivers for us over the next week or two. This, of course, all just a theory. Will we get this relief rally? A lot of people are looking at that, so let's see if we can get crypto to pull it off. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of people exiting positions during that situation if it happens. Anyway, let me know your thoughts if we're going to get a relief rally or not down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.